I'm out on the streets.
Hey girl, I'm out here in these streets. And
Firstly, is Kamala Harris, what's her background?
Yeah, so now we're about to get to
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah. Welcome to another episode of What the World, where we cover what the hell is going on in this world
Yes, sir.
on Kamala Harris. I don't know much about Kamala Harris, but she's been blowing up. It's been a crazy turn of events with Trump nearly being assassinated, and then Biden being out the race. And then now we have a woman that is about to potentially be the next president of the United States, which is going to be concerning because although we are not in the United States, if things escalate and there is a World War III
Yeah.
that's going to happen, then we will be right there with you. Any comments before we get to it?
I'm excited to learn more.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
actually, now you know I wouldn't do that, especially not to a fellow bison. The real, ain't you? You know. So what's on your mind?
Oh, Madam VP Harris, I'm worried about the election. Women's reproductive rights are on the line. Our Supreme Court is on the line. Our basic freedoms are being tested, Madam VP. I know you've been traveling across the country. What are you hearing?
Yeah, girl, I'm out here in these streets. And let me tell you, you're right, Taraji. There is so much at stake in this moment. The majority of us believe in freedom and equality. But these extremists, as they say, they're not like us.
No, they not.
I'm out on the streets. So that was it's been blowing up a lot, like in terms of like what's happening right now with just the black voters, just this huge divide. Do you have any comments?
Firstly, is Kamala Harris, what's her background?
Yeah, so now we're about to get to
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think a
Question
background
mark.
is? What do you think a background is?
I know it's like part Indian or something like that.
Yeah,
Indian
exactly.
and, was it white or something like that?
Yeah,
Or-
yeah.
okay.
So she's Indian.
Indian,
So
yeah.
she's Indian.
Right.
And there was some clips that showed that she was very proud of being Indian.
Yeah.
And now it's like we need to win the black voters. So
Yeah, yeah.
next minute she's out here on the streets.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you got it, but They Not Like Us. That's a Kendrick Lamar reference, you know?
Oh right.
you know that
yeah,
song?
No, that's for sure. That's
yeah.
blown. I didn't catch that. Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Oh, I love the drops there.
Yeah, so she's obviously, it's deliberate here, you know what I mean? It's pretty smart. It's pretty smart.
It is. But I don't know, like it's just like if someone that's like, I don't know, like black or white or Indian, tries to be like, oh yeah, Bruce Lee. It's like, no, man. Stop it,
True.
So that's on the first one. So which very much leads into the next clip here. So this one we've got Donald Trump now. Good old the Don.
Yep.
The Don himself.
Some of your own supporters, including Republicans on Capitol Hill, have labeled Vice President Kamala Harris, who is the first Black and Asian American woman to serve as vice president and be on a major party ticket, as a DEI hire. Is that acceptable language to you? And will you tell those Republicans and those supporters to stop it?
How do you define DEI? Go ahead. How do you define it?
Diversity, equity, and inclusion?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Is that what your definition?
That is
Give me a
literally the
definition then.
words
Would you give me a definition of
DEI.
that? Give me a definition.
Sir, I'm asking you a question,
No,
a
you have
very
to
direct
define
question.
it. Define it for me if you
I
would.
just defined it, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a black woman?
Well, I can say no. I think it's maybe a little bit different. So, I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly, very much, and she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She has always
But you know
identified
what?
as a black woman.
I
She went to a
respect
historically
either
black
one.
college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't. Because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a black person.
Just to be clear,
What do you think?
I felt that the interview was, obviously on Kamala's side, right?
Yeah, she's obviously on Kamala's side.
Yeah, and it's interesting, right? Just choosing the narrative of what's convenient. You know, like one day you're black, one day you're Indian, one day you're African. Who knows? Whatever the flavor of the month.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Trans.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yep.
I thought like Donald Trump did pretty well that you can see that she was race baiting him, right?
Yeah.
And he just like made her like he flipped it on her. So okay, well give me a definition of DEI, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, absolutely. Flavor of the month there.
Yeah.
Like I thought that was well handled by Donald Trump. So yeah, just now you can identify yourself as anything really, and it's just crazy because then there's a divide there, right? There's a divide there that's like trying to win this black voters, and it's just like really like do we really need to win black voters by just pretending to be black?
Yeah.
Like,
There's better ways of going
come
about
on,
it.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
isn't that exactly like the whole Bruce Lee thing? It's like, dude, you're being disrespectful here.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to go out your way to try to pretend you're an Asian.
Yeah.
Right?
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can see here that she's actually like fully Indian, like, but then you can see how she tries to win the black voters. There's another.
She's not half Indian. She's full Indian.
Yeah, I think she's full Indian. I think
Wow.
she's full Indian. I'm not too sure, but I mean, like, it seems like like she doesn't have like much. She's like full on Indian culture.
Yeah.
And then, have you seen the whole Megan Stallion thing?
I haven't seen the full thing. I saw she's allowing fans to grab her ass or something like that. Is that the one?
No, but
20 grand or something?
there's one.
Yeah.
Is this Kamala Harris?
No.
Megan
Me-
Stallion.
Megan Stallion.
Right. No. Yeah, right. Yeah, wow. Okay.
I was like,
yeah.
I don't know if it was a joke or it was serious,
Yeah, I was like, that's some really weird campaigning there. Yeah, so she invited Megan Stallion to like into her convention, and as you can see here, yeah, just all this dancing and shit. So this is the presidential campaign right here,
Right.
Like, to try to win votes, is this.
The crowd's not moving at all.
Meanwhile, we are driving to World War III. So that's how she's winning votes, Like, don't you find that disrespectful?
Yeah.
Like, if I was a black person, I would be so disrespected by that.
Yeah.
Like, what would be the Asian equivalent?
Bruce Lee.
Yeah, or like Jackie Chan, right?
Yep.
Like, just bring in Jackie Chan. And be like, hey, can you act out that scene from Rush Hour?
Yeah.
Like, and just to win votes. And like, oh yeah, of course the Asian voters are going to start voting for
Yeah.
Kamala Harris now because we've got fucking Jackie Chan, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
fucking
No connection to Jackie
disrespectful.
Chan at all, but suddenly he comes into the picture.
Yeah. And then now she's like, oh yeah, I'm half Asian.
Yeah.
Like, I'm Asian.
Half, like, yeah,
She's
yeah.
Indian, right?
Yeah,